Then we've to look by the water.
No nooks there where one could hide.
Those are our orders. We've to look by the water.
No nooks there where one could hide.
Those are our orders. And we've to look by the water.
No nooks there where one could hide.
Those are our orders. We've to look by the water.
Okay, guys. Welcome back to Witcher.
This is the game to your liking.
If one were to call a state courageous or coward.
But this is no true unicorn.
Perhaps an apple will work. Or some sweets.
We would not be in this predicament, dear sister, were you still a virgin.
Oh.
Do you really wish to have this conversation again? Here and now?
Hush, or you'll spook the beast. We should try this.
Hey folks, gonna have to ruin your fun. Sorry.
Who's that?
Yo. Welcome in, Ryan.
Roach likes carrots. Maybe Unicorn will too.
This is an outrage. An outrage, I tell you.
It's against the walls.
Look, I got carrots, look.
Say to a delicious crunchy carrot.
Now give me the horn.
Easy.
Oh no, I don't actually want the horn. Apparently I'll settle for this rosette. I'm happy that I could think of the word for what those are so quickly. It's not like me to have a word like that ready.
Fish should be easily spotted once I'm under.
I was gonna say ribbon, but then I was like, no, Daryl, you know, that's not quite right. That's not what they're called. You would have said ribbon, so you beat me. No, that's not what I'm saying. I was gonna say ribbon, and I was like, no, there's a proper name for this. None of these fish are golden. This is bullshit. They're all red, according to my Witcher senses.
Hey, wait. Stop. It's important.
I super seriously need that.
King Cormorant, sire, accept this.
You don't think you've ever heard of them referred to as rosettes over here now that I mention it? Maybe I'm wrong.
And bear before us its secrets.
Maybe I corrected myself and I was actually wrong. No, nope, that is what it is.
In my domain, I await that moment of grace, when a soul of good or ill repute brings me a gift, fitting tribute.
Rosette is the French diminutive of rose, so it's very weird that you wouldn't use it over in Canada. Because you love the French over there.
Why, you bombast wretch!
This ruins the game!
Disgraceful.
You think of rosettes as that leopard pattern. I don't think that's what they are.
Women love tears, men prefer wine.
Yeah, what leopard pattern? I don't know what you're talking about there. Come on, Daryl, you know the one. You know the leopard pattern. Biology's marking or group. Biological marking or group of markings resembling a rose. On the greater part of the body, the spots are grouped in rosettes. Oh. You mean like the spots on the leopard are rosettes? You're right. You are absolutely right. That's my bad. I didn't know that. If I've learnt something, I've learnt something there. That's another thing that is referred to as a rosette. We're sharing some rosette knowledge in this Witcher stream. It's a cultural exchange of rosette knowledge. You were the obnoxious animal facts kid. That's cool. It's knowledge that's useful to have at least.
If you please, Your Grace.
We do not please. We act out of the highest necessity. Or shall be explained later.
But it's against the rules.
I am the rules.
Ooh, Judge Dredd. Judge Dredd moment.
Geralt! At last.
Got a key and a clue.
And I've another. Show me yours. Who wrote this drivel? I begin like a crone, hollowed out with ease, then end like a mouse, with a head of hard cheese.
Groans, hollows. Could be a cave.
This game is great if you're a thing for powerful women. Yeah, that's true enough.
If we take groan, hollow it out and fill it with ease, the letters that is, we get green. Then mouse, but starting with what heads hard cheese. Why, it's greenhouse.
Pretty clever. And it sounds right to me.
There are several greenhouses in the gardens, but only one with a door that locks, and the key to it looks just like the one we found.
Greenhouse it is then.
That's some powerful logic right there. Action Geralt.
Butch?
I should be pressing quick time buttons for this. But this is a good game, so they're not going to make me do that. I hate QTEs. Because when you press a QTE, when you press a button during a cutscene, it never really feels like you did the action anyway. It feels like you're playing a rhythm game or something. So they're a bit pointless. A lot of times in video games, they'll use a QTE section to be like, oh, your character does a cool thing while you just tap a button.
This belonged to you.
Instead of designing the game around you actually
It's
making
dead,
your character do cool
but you
things.
may keep it. I've a new one. I do not know you.
For real.
I've done you no harm.
QTEs
Yet
are a bit of a
first
cheat.
butchered Abraxas
in my
was
eyes.
destiny. Now you pursue me. Why?
Although there are games I like that have QTEs in them,
At least.
obviously.
And you.
But not for that
How many
reason.
innocents have you cut down?
Plenty. Even more of the guilty, though. You're next.
I think not. You see, I've something to do still.
More murders.
Just one. Not counting yours.
Oh, he's gonna murder me. He's a vampire.
I won't let you kill again.
Oh, hamburgers. Oh, he's healing himself. Ah, you motherfucker.
Oof. You want to stay where you were. Regenerate. I know you're in trouble. I can help. I'll help myself. No, he's my friend.
Yes, Geralt, it's me.
Regis? You alright?
All is well.
Vampire friend.
Wounds such as these heal on vampires in moments. But we've not seen one another in ages, my friend. At least in human terms, that is.
How's this even possible? Last I saw you...
I was a bubbling, shapeless smear, having been rather spectacularly melted into a column of a certain castle. In somewhat better shape now, as you can see. Hardly peak form, mind you, but were I human, folk would think me a demigod, I dare say.
I'm sorry. What happened? It was my fault. Never got a chance to apologize.
No need, Geralt. Bygones. I did not have to join you on that expedition.
Oh, I like this guy.
My arm.
Local serial killer seems to obey you. Maybe you could talk him out of it, convince him to stop murdering.
Why do you think I've come? It shall not be easy, as Dettlaff can be rather stubborn. Though you must certainly recall that neither do I surrender readily.
So that's his name. He's your friend?
You might call it that. Though Dettlaff is... how would you humans put it? More bestial than I am. But not to worry. I'm working on him.
Haven't exactly done a great job with that. He's killed one knight since I got here. At least 3 others before I arrived.
I want to play Vampire the Masquerade one day.
Understand. Dettlaff is not some decadent shit who kills for sport, or to assuage a dryness of throat or a dullness of mood.
That's a game I've always wanted to play. Debt is not something to laugh about. Nice.
Everyone's got their reasons, but he's crossed a line. Want him to stop.
Welcome in,
Don't give a damn why he's doing it.
Perhaps you should. Motivations change the contours of all situations. A thief who steals to feed his family versus one who steals out of greed. Would you not treat him differently?
You mean to suggest Dettlaff's killing out of some worthy, dire need?
I merely suggest he's not a bloodthirsty monster who murders simply for the joy of it. That's just not him. Despite appearances to the contrary, you two are quite alike. You've both noble hearts, yet you both are wont to perform ignoble deeds. When circumstances force you to, of course. Remember the year 964?
That was 3 centuries ago.
Blind fear gripped Rivia, Lyria, and Spala. Women and children were dying. Their mutilated, dismembered corpses littered the fields.
Brute of Lyria. Read about it. Chewed up almost 200, then fell to a common poacher supposedly armed with a dagger blessed by some prophet.
It fell to Dettlaff, who then found a poacher asleep in the brush near his snares and dropped the fiend's corpse at his feet. And thus, a legend was born.
The year 964. Who could forget?
Vampires rarely help humans. Must have had his own agenda, hunting the beast.
You err. He slew it for one reason alone. The monster killed a lad who once, in the street, had offered Dettlaff an apple, expecting nothing in return.
Terribly noble of him.
You do not have a monopoly on altruism, my friend. Vilgefortz melted my body. Dettlaff found what was left. As per our codex, he had a choice. To leave me where I was, or to care for me and nurture my remains. He chose the latter. Regenerated me at no small expense in his own blood. Do you know what that means to a vampire? The gravity of the endeavor?
Probably same thing it means to a human. You owe him your life.
Much more than that. The act itself made us blood brethren. A bond so strong humans cannot even imagine. Which is why I know something ill is afoot.
Always had an overdeveloped sense of empathy.
Each vampire has a unique talent. One they hone over centuries. It's precisely what renders us so difficult to classify. Dettlaff's trump card is his herd instinct. His tribal propensity. In point of fact, he prefers the company of lesser.
Not all vampires are bad, it seems.
If he walks among you,
yeah, apparently not. I wouldn't have, you know, they're just creatures. Can't help but, can I? You think all vampires are basement dwellers because they can't be in the sun?
Well, we share a cause then, just like the old days.
They're just night owls, aren't they? They're nocturnal.
When I find him, you know.
I know...
Maybe they dwell in basements occasionally.
Yet your
I wouldn't put it
task is
past
to
them.
stop the beast killing, not necessarily to kill the beast. Am I right?
All in all, sure.
Let us find him. By the time we do, I hope I'll have convinced you Dettlaff is no monster.
Fine, all right already. But for now, evidence is stacking up against him.
It doesn't really matter if you dwell in a basement when you're
The
sleeping in a
posse
coffin, I
might subtract
suppose.
me here.
I'd prefer they not find me here. I've makeshift quarters at Mère Lachaise Long Cemetery. We'll meet there.
See you.
Spoken like a werewolf, toxic. Oh, busted. Outed you. As a lycanthrope.
Witcher, we flew here as fast as our courses would carry us. Yet I fear we're late all the same. Pray, where is the beast?
Still investigating. About to inspect this site. Withdraw your men before they trample all over the evidence.
Sirs, we must let the Witcher do his work. Milton's murder
There should be a
cannot go
creature which is
unavenged.
like the opposite of a vampire, where if it goes in the dark it hurts. Like Nuclear Bad from Superbad 4. I agree, that's a good weakness.
We must allow the Witcher to ply his trade.
So basically you'd need to sleep in a sunbed. I think, or move to the North Pole for half the year, then South Pole for the other half. That'd be a very limited creature, wouldn't it? I've got a point, but there's no point spending the point because I don't have enough slots left to spend it on anything worthwhile. I guess I'll just wait until level 30. Or run so fast around the earth that the sun never sets on you, or just live in space. Nice. And the anti-vampire, the space anti-vampire. But the sun, yeah. No, that works.
Sir! A letter for you, sir!
Letter? Who from?
Can't rightly say, sir. I was just to deliver it.
Here. And thanks.
No, sir. Thank you. And I truly hope I'll be of service again.
Don't know what happens when there's clouds though, but solar panels still work, don't they? They do
My dear
indeed.
friend.
I've been told you're on a jaunt to Toussaint. I do hope you don't overtax yourself during the wine festival. The effects of such exertion at your age can indeed prove most detrimental. I've come upon some information which might be of interest to you. While browsing through a colleague's book collection, I found mention of one Professor Moreau.
Or a solar eclipse, so that would be bad.
Conducted research into Witcher mutations.
Yeah, that might be bad.
The details I've come to learn are rather vague, and his laboratory's location remains a mystery. Yet his journal should at least provide hints as to both. It is said he was laid to rest with it in his tomb. I enclose a map I found in the tome I happened upon. Though less than completely legible, I trust it will prove useful nonetheless. Should you grow tired of sampling Beauclair's ladies, wines, and other exquisite delicacies, this matter might prove a fruitful diversion. Investigate at your leisure. Your friend, Yennefer.
A professor who studied witch.
What if you don't age in the sun, but you age super fast in the dark? That'd be good. I like that one. I like that one. That's a good idea. That you could make a Black Mirror episode about that or something.
Quite the fragrant whiff. What is the pheasantry stewing up?
The beast is punishment for our lax morals.
Whoa! A witcher! A serious client at last. Tell me, what do you need? Honeysuckle? Gymnasia petals?
Show me what you've got in stock.
Does that beard come with those glasses? It might do. He's got a lot of stuff. I'll just buy as much as I can. I was hoping he'd have dyes though.
Need to get going. Till next time.
I haven't really been using bombs, have I? Make some bombs. Where's the dye merchant? I'm sure there's going to be a dye guy around here. He's like over here somewhere, according to Google.
Right. 'Tis. 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 '
They have Google in this universe. No, but because the icons don't show up on... Because this game's stupid and they don't have the icons showing up on the world map unless you're close to the actual location. Sometimes I have to resort to a Google. Like, what's the point in having... like, even GTA managed to have a big world map with icons, and the icons are everywhere on the map when they need to be. But in this game, no, you have to be, like, proper close to it for the icons to actually show up. Like the shop icons and stuff. It's dumb. How did they fuck that up? What were they thinking? Whee!
Hey-ya!
Keeps a devil somewhere shady.
Here is the hero we can afford.
Yeah, he should be around here somewhere.
What are you selling exactly?
Top quality dyes. Guaranteed to produce intense colors that never bleed.
None for me, thanks.
What do you mean? Even the best warrior must look kempt, care for his appearance.
Ross Kemp.
For example, he might favor bright colors to stand out from the crowd, or dark to slip unseen through his lover's window by night.
Usually focus on armor's other attributes. Color's not so important. But I guess there's some sense to what you say.
There certainly is. Please, peruse and purchase. You shall not be disappointed.
Nice. Yeah, we're looking Ross Kemp, so that would be nice.
Fine. Show me what you got.
Whoa. These are expensive. He should have said his merchandise is worth dying for. Very nice. Damn, I'm not going to be able to afford any dye, am I? Wait. Could sound like crossbow. That doesn't make any difference. Okay. Now I'll just have to come back, won't I?
Gotta go. So long.
But we've got a marker here now, right? No? No fast travel to here? There must be a little signpost. Sure, that leg is getting mega polluted by all that dye unless it's eco-friendly. All natural. All safe, natural, healthy materials. Aruga, Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take you to Bermuda, Bahama, come on pretty mama, Key Largo, Montego, baby, why don't we go down to Kokomo? We'll get there fast and then we'll take it slow. That's where we wanna go. Way down to Kokomo.
Let's go. Go.
The Zoe Jamming. That's a good song.
That's it, Roach.
Dum-de-dum. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. Some guy got paid for that. Some guy got paid, you know, probably 10 grand for an hour's work, just going dum-de-dum-de-dum. Money for old rope.
Inscriptions in Elder speech.
Might have just been a dev though, true. I don't know though. That sounded pretty professional to me.
Salvation lies not in Dol Nevda, but in our hearts. Glory be to Eldarin. Damn. Professor's journal's long gone. Guess somebody else found out about it too. Should look around, see if I can find something else. Footprints. Narrow and shallow. Somebody small, light. Woman maybe? Professor certainly can't do much to help me with my search. Damn it. Trail breaks off. Wonder if the Grave Robber learned more than I did. Won't learn anything else here. Map Yen sent me I'll have to do. Also, Epitaph mentioned both Eldarin and Dol Nevda, Valley of the Nine. Site marked on the map's all wet now. Solitaire flows through there.
If someone was able to recognise a woman's footprints like that, you'd be concerned. Yeah, definitely.
Best cure for the beast, a witcher.
My health. It's all I ask for.
They say a great deal about you, Witcher.
Faster.
chasing down witches into your grave?
Run, germs.
Regis. Couldn't have picked some other place to meet.
I know this quest is called Turn and Face the Strange Changes. Do you think that's a deliberate reference to... Oh no. I guess that crossbow wasn't spare. Now I'm fucked. Ooh.
Grave Robber must have found something in Moreau's tomb to activate the entry portal. Wonder what surprises this place has in store.
Ooh, green Narmadai. Lucky find there. That'll make a nice change. Whoa.
Sixth sense of humor someone's got.
This reminds me of Crash Bandicoot. Like the Indiana Jones game you played as well, yeah, true. I mean, Crash Bandicoot owes a lot to Indiana Jones, of course.
Never liked cats.
Yeah, that's a bad movie. Average Cats fan. Yeah. First dogs and their cats, Farrell is branching out. Just all living creatures will do. But a feline lucky punk. Very nice. Go ahead, punk. Make me spay. I want to get one in there.
Blood-soaked. Grave robber was wounded while attempting the climb. Needed to bandage up. Managed to avoid the panthers at least.
Fuck. That looked safe. Well, I guess the egg is on my face. The end. The end. Yeah. Geralt's story ends like that, sadly. We all wanted a Hollywood ending for him, but life doesn't always provide. Toss his corpse in the ditcher, a valley of plenty, a valley of plenty. Hollywood ending. Welcome in, El Hag. Yeah, like a Hollywood ending, you know, like when in all those Hollywood movies of old, it would usually be a happy ending. Hence the phrase Hollywood ending. Because in Hollywood we like to have a nice end on a happy note.
Blood-soaked. Grave robber was wounded while attempting
happy ending.
Needed to bandage up. Managed to avoid the panthers at least.
Just saying that loading time was mental. Yeah, the loading times are really bad when you die. You don't want to die in this game if you're playing on the PS4. Just thinking about that fight. Is that a crossbow? Oh fuck, I needed one. Yay. How did the game know I needed one?
Just do this.
Yeah, I just do this a bit harder. So the devs decided it would be a fun challenge after fighting 2 of these guys at once to then just fight 1. What's the point? I disagree with that decision. Shouldn't I be fighting 3 or 4 now? I already proved I could fight 2 at once. Why give me 1 to fight? Oh, turquoise dye. At least we're picking up some dyes.
Not bad. Wouldn't mind having something like that myself. Course. Locked. Notes I found mention 4 protruding stones. Gotta press them somehow. Crossbow, maybe? Could try to hit them.
That's why he gave me a crossbow.
Not bad. Wouldn't mind having something like that myself.
Right, I see. So it is for that. These little square things. Last one. Last one where? 1, 2. Oh, I see you. Luckily the Witcher sensors do reveal them.
Ah, did it.
Interesting as places go. Seems someone put a lot of thought into its design. Should look around. Impressive. It's just decoration or... impressive. It's just decoration or... Yeah, figured as much.
Not a problem.
Great. Portals. This just keeps getting better.
Found it.
Damn it. Back where I started.
Oh.
Damn it. Back where I started.
Right.
Some clue around here. All right. How to find the next portal. Damn it. Back I started.
What's the what's the clue I'm missing here? I suppose I could just do it through process of elimination.
Right. How to find the next portal.
Done it.
Must be where Moreau had his lab.
No idea how I did it, but I did it.
Guessing this man didn't come here willingly. Intriguing as machinery goes, but how do I start it up? Just need to pick an entry.
The 18th of Yule, year 1102. Today I begin my great life's endeavor. One greater and more significant than any I have thus far undertaken, for it relates to me personally, to myself and my son. When 15 years passed, a beast of the forest assaulted me. A witcher came to my aid, saved my life. I could not know that for said salvation, I would in the end pay by relinquishing any say as to my own son's fate. Had I the skill to turn back time, I would have done so, and perished rather than surrender to the witch as my only son. But as it was, on the day when Jerome was taken, I swore an oath on my honor that I would recover my son. Today, following years of research and preparation, I have at last devised a device that allows me to study mutations. If the gods in their goodness grant me but a bit of favor, I shall find a way to reverse said mutations and restore Jerome to a normal life.
So, Professor wasn't out to enhance Witcher mutations, wanted to reverse them. Wonder if he managed, and if there's anything in it for me.
Ooh.
Observation 22. Despite applying a surfeit of toxic substances, significantly more than usual, the subject displayed no symptoms of overdosing. I believe this to be an effect of the mutations. Thus, a minor success. This mutation should allow Jerome better to tolerate toxicity. Observation number 30. The mutations do not set in at once. Curiously, they do not develop over a span of time. Rather, for a mutation to progress towards completion, the appropriate mutagen must be applied continuously. The subject does not bear this well, but I found a way to make the mutations less taxing, invasive. To the mutagen base, I add the albumin of a mutated giant centipede egg. Stored in a glass terrarium, the eggs do not develop, remain small. The eggs themselves are a sight to behold. Mutated, they are luminescent, emitting a wondrous glow. I can only hope my addition of the albumin will produce no significant side effects. Time will tell.
Crystal for this entry's missing. Might be somewhere. Should look around.
Years of experiments, research, sacrifice, all for naught. I have failed to achieve my defined objective. Each mutation I applied to my subjects proved ineffective when applied to Jerome. What I meant to cure him of his witcherism, that which I meant to restore to him a normal life, only deepened his mutations, further augmented his speed and strength, rendered him yet more inhuman.
Swear.
It seems my son must remain a witcher forever. I have failed. The time has come to abandon this place. Return home to Lydia. She may yet deign to take me back. The contraption and mutagens I leave here, let them wither and crumble, as did my dreams of regaining my son.
Poor little fella.
The professor wanted to reverse the mutation's effects. Ended up deepening them. Stroke of luck for me. Could profit from his failure. So, Professor tried to neutralize the effects of Witcher mutations. Only managed to enhance them, though. Used the albumins of giant centipede eggs as his mutagen base. Need to go on an egg hunt. Just need... Seen enough.
Aha.
Guessing this man didn't come here willingly. Crystals. Should note them in the megascope. Missing one last crystal. Just need to pick an entry.
Observation 58. Sometimes failure is the catalyst for success. I've discovered a method by which one type of mutagen may be transmuted into another through the addition of certain ingredients. This is a great day for science. In addition, I observed that today's dose of mutagens brought the subject to the brink of death. He then suddenly awoke, revived, his strength renewed. Not wholly, of course, but he did in a sense come back from the edge of death. Whether this is a
It's just like a fairy from Legend of Zelda, I guess.
Cannot be ascertained. I must conduct further experiments.
Seen enough. Quite the library. Mostly tomes on mutations and genetics. preserved organs. Hope their donors weren't forced to give them up.
Yeah, didn't like that, did you? Oh shit, not more than one. I think I got the hang of these guys now. Normal size centipedes are scary enough. I suppose you mean by like American standards. So yeah, I'll give that to you. I think in England, the centipede, you can get centipedes that are only like less than half an inch. You know, a few centimeters long. Those ones aren't too scary. Yeah, I imagine in North America you get ones the size of your face on a regular basis. Fuck.
Not good.
North America's like living in Australia compared to living in the UK for creepy bug creatures. That makes sense, which it doesn't. Can I bust through this with my art? Yay. I'm a double-R bastard. Fine. There we go.
My weapons.
This is like that bit in Tommy.
No point going in wearing full gear.
Oh, my crossbow. I'm the gypsy, the acid queen. Pay me before I start. I'm the gypsy. I'm guaranteed to tear your soul apart. Yeah, we'll do that in a minute. Don't worry about that.
Armor, leave my weapons. Professor's mutagens might work on me as they did on his son. Well, time to find out.
Would we call that an Iron Maiden? Or does it have to have spikes in it for it to be an Iron Maiden? Yeah, I've unlocked mutations. I don't think I ever unlocked that in my previous playthroughs. Because it's so easy to just not do this quest. Ooh. Where would these turquoise, where would the turquoise look best? Boots, chest. Is green the same shade of green? No, it's a different shade. No, it's this. Yeah, it's a very slightly different shade. Still not the most creative colours. We need to get some better colours.
The power cell for portals. Feels dead. Maybe a sign will revive it.
Monsters are your catnip. Let is mine! You cat-licked doo-doo diddler. A high and mighty northerner dog diddle dung licker.
Alright, mate. Steady on.
What dye shall it...
Fine. Show me.
Yellow seems like the colour of this place.
Gotta go.
The good prophet Leviosa lively and spry.
Let's see how this looks. Yeah. There we go. Now we've got some creative colours going on. The drip keeps getting better. I'm glad to hear it, I'm glad to hear it. Here in Tucson, they like to dress kind of luxurious looking.
patrolling on an empty stomach.
Witches, I've a matter of...
Your wound. Feeling better?
It's healing splendidly, though I am to avoid trouble for some time. To be frank, that is precisely why I wish to speak with you.
Want me to stand in for you? Take on some trouble on your behalf?
That could very well be the case. You see, there is a maiden, nay, a lady. I suspect someone's cast an ill spell upon her. A curse, perhaps.
What makes you think she might be cursed?
You must keep all I say to yourself, I beg you. I would never dare to be so indiscreet normally, yet I'm troubled about her, for her. Vivienne shuns the company of others. Though the fairest maid at court, she keeps men at a distance. I thus determined I would resort to trickery.
Trickery? That even befitting of a knight?
In war, yes. And what is love if not battle? As it were, one evening I crouched in hiding outside her seamstress's home. As Vivienne emerged from it, I too emerged, ever so gently but convincingly collided with her, then promptly offered to escort her home. She consented. At first, all augured well. I proposed a more scenic route. She agreed. I made kindly forays into conversation, and she even began to respond as we neared the end of our route.
Then suddenly, mid-speech, from her mouth there flew a most hideous shriek. I stopped stone cold in my tracks while she turned red, then promptly ran off. I did not give chase, that time. I attempted to approach her on several ensuing occasions, to learn what had happened, for I feared she had become entangled in some trouble. I noted that often, come night, she ventures into the woods, where I've seen her walk about a glade near a pool. I've striven on occasion to follow her, but lost track each time. It seemed then she'd melted into the air. Tell me more about Vivienne. Who is she? What's her story?
She's Her Enlightened Highness's lady-in-waiting. Her mother was a lady-in-waiting, her father a knight. That is all I've learnt, for the Duchessa grows angry when asked about her. Vivienne spends her days within the palace walls. Yet we are in luck, for she has been named the tourney's patroness this year. Thus, each participant will be granted an audience with her.
Got a problem then. See, I'm not a participant.
I've devised a solution.
Yeah,
already.
peak vampire behavior.
You should take my place in the lists and thus gain the chance to speak to her. I was looking forward to winning the tourney, very much so. Yet for Vivienne, I am prepared to sacrifice anything.
Hardly a regular job, this. Not often I gotta take part in a tourney to fulfill a contract. Fee can't be anything ordinary either.
I'm no magnet to command heaps of coin, but naturally I shall award you a just amount. How much do you demand? Agreed. That is an amount I can indeed muster.
Fine, I'll look into it. Gotta admit, piqued my curiosity.
I shall be forever in your debt. Now, we must ensure you are not eliminated from the tourney before you can meet Vivienne.
Meaning?
Could you show me how you shoot, ride and fight, perchance? And you must learn the tourney rules, know how to apply them in practice. I did not mean to suggest I doubt your abilities. Everyone must train, even a witcher. Besides, the tourney contests must surely differ, require skills you don't usually apply, races above all. The choice is yours. Where shall we start?
Apply all the skills you mentioned on a daily basis, and against monsters, not targets and dummies. Don't need any training. Going straight to the tourney grounds to sign up.
Based. Very based.
Let's see what you got in stock.
Oh, can't afford to do my repairs. There we go.
So long.
So long, money, damn.
What are your needs, master?
The duchy as a whole suffers from a disconnect with reality.
Greetings. Want to join the lists?
Naturally. We must first see to formalities, however. At Guillaume's request, I have looked into your personal history in its heraldic aspects.
Really? What did you come up with?
My findings show you may take part as Geralt of Rivia,
What a surprise.
or as the Honorable Ravix of Forhorn. It's not every year we have a combatant who can boast of 2 crests. Which do you prefer?
Ravix of Forhorn? How'd you manage to dig that up?
Here in Toussaint, we treat heraldry very seriously. One visit to the Ducal Archives. That is all I needed to acquire the necessary information. Ravix of Forhorn was the name under which you attended a feast honoring Princess Pavetta, daughter of Queen Calanthe of Sintra, on the occasion of her 15th birthday.
That's actually right. The Honorable Ravix will do.
You may now take the shield bearing your crest.
I'm a Witcher. Shields aren't something Witchers ever use in combat.
Who mentioned using it in combat? Not I. The shield commemorates your participation in the tourney. You may take it as a souvenir.
In that case, thanks.
Have you been instructed as to the tourney's challenges, prizes, and vows? If not, I do hope you will allow me to tell you about them.
Feels like I know everything I'd ever want to know about chivalric tourneys.
Splendid. In that case, you must make your vow. Upon what would you like to swear it?
I swear on Her Grace's illustrious garter to respect the chivalric virtues in competing.
May the gods succor you in your endeavors to overcome. Sign here, please, then fill out these forms. That is all I need from you. Now, as arranged by Guillaume, you shall be fitted with appropriate armor for the tourney.
Shiny.
You have also been assigned a tent for the tourney's duration. It stands near the arena. Good luck.
Geralt, well, I'll be... Have you decided to turn knight-errant?
All jesting aside, here on a job. You in the 22?
Am I? Ha! I shall square off against Renfan of Atre. I saw him just moments ago. A nervous wreck. Stuffing his nose with fish steak, no less. As if that would aid his determination.
Guessing that's against the rules.
But who's to tell the Nilfgaardian what to do? Listen, Geralt. I've a tip for you. The timing of your marksmanship duel is such that you shall have the sun in your eyes.
Makes no difference to me either way.
Nor will it give you any pleasure. Since, as it is, we must both wait, play me in a round of Gwent. Should you win, I shall swap with you. To me, a southerner, the sun is no hindrance.
Thanks. Another time, maybe.
Ha! You've denied me some diversion. But at the least, my eyes are in for a treat. Lady Vivian should appear shortly.
Fair knights, I salute you. The honor and duty of tourney patron have fallen to me this year. Fight honorably, so that I may bestow upon one of your number the tourney's grand prize. You have sworn your vows. You have readied body and soul. The time has come to test them.
Behold Horm Akespark of the Mechtian royal line. His name's quite the mouthful, a true challenge to rhyme. His targets to be hit centrally and true are the ones in blue. Against him, new blood.
Good stuff.
Knight unknown till now. Seraphics of Forhorn, give us a bow. The targets he must with his quarrels thread are red. May the better man win. Brave Seraphics has hit over one half of his marks. Will he manage to prevail?
No, I think he beat me. Shit.
Horm Akespark wins! Yet are those tears in his eyes? Perhaps his heart yearns for a lover's soft sighs. Seraphics has lost! What a surprise! Could he be cursed? Or an imp in disguise?
Imp in disguise, probably. Oh.
Blast that kind of luck. In the interim, I managed to determine which tent Lady Vivian occupies. Perhaps you could find a clue within it.
You're right. Vivian's cursed in some way. Sensed it when she opened the tourney.
In that case, we've no time to lose. Let us go.
Yeah, let's go now.
This is her tent. You must look inside. Search it. I shall hoot like an owl should someone approach.
Oriole feather. Vivian keep a bird as a pet? No sign of it here, if so.
Oh, fair Vivian.
His insults. An Oriole feather to make compresses. Vivian keep a bird as a pet? No sign of it here, if so. Clothing's all dark green and yellow. Seems Yen's not the only one with a fixed color scheme. Jar of concealing ointment. Powerful magic at work here.
Someone approaches. Quickly.
You were supposed to hoot.
We should speak later. We must return to the tourney now.
I didn't get a hoot out of that man. I demand a hoot.
What seeks you in my lady's tent? Inspiration? Be gone from here. Why were you in there?
Tourney business. Nothing of import.
The flower of chivalry. Striking lads.
Let's fuck this one up as well.
Behold, gallant knights and ladies decorous, gaze at the host assembled before us. Look upon chivalry's best and most storied. Come from far lands, here to seek glory. Hear now their names as I shout them aloud. Savor their titles, of their presence be proud. Halmarin, the Baron of Lonfal. Linos of Metida. Rainfarn of Atra. Hom Akaspag of Mecht. Donimir of Troy. Guy de Boisfren, in service to the Duchess. Delwyn of Craigiau. Count Tai of Gondal. Ansay of Lyria and Rivia a prince. Graphics of Forhorn. For Gregoire of Montgorgon, let out a roaring cheer. The faint power of silence, tourney champion from last year. Today's winner of contests, his victory to secure, shall face Sir Gregoire in a challenge severe.
Does ignorance demand a bard in the seat? Does someone need telling how tourneys proceed?
Graphics of Forhorn. Is that what you call yourself? Short for me. To this day I bear marks where I met your steel. But don't you remember? I am Tai of Dorntal, and I swear to you, before the tourney's end, I shall have added another book to that collection on your map.
Done. Then step aside. You're in my way.
The tourney's protector, the maid Vivian. Her beauty entrances both beasts and men.
My heart's greetings, dear knights. May my grace guide you and show you the path of honor, valor, and glory. Accept my wishes of good fortune, sir, and devote all your strength to the tourney, and only it.
The time has come for you, Sir Knight. Mount your steed. Swift be your flight.
Ladies and gentlemen of lineage illustrious, soon steeds shall swarm like ants most industrious. To beat time's passage they'll ride like the gale. What a sight to behold, what a lark, what a tale. Before us Sir Ravix of Forhorn dubbed, his spurs flash like lightning, to a shine they've been rubbed.
Excellent poetry. Beasts and men. Oh.
And he's up! We the thunderous roar, hoofs pound the ground. No legion of drummers could make such a sound.
Oh, I was supposed to shoot those, wasn't I? I see. Never mind. This tournament's dumb anyway. No. I guess I should have listened to the rules. It'll be interesting to see what will happen if I fail all of this.
Oh, there, Roach.
This guy's so pissed off with me.
A tragic tip. Let us hope with its sword he makes no such slip.
Disgusted.
Come with me to the feast. We shall await Vivian together, wine in hand.
Now you're talking.
So, any thoughts on Vivian?
Her beauty's striking.
That is not what I asked.
Classic Geralt.
Still too early to say anything I'd be willing to stand behind. Managed to figure one thing out. She uses powerful magic, masking illusions.
Do you mean to say she might in truth look different than she seems?
Only guessing right now.
Oh, catfish.
Still some time before Vivian arrives. Let us drink.
Sorry, don't drink while I work. Dropped something.
I demand satisfaction.
Wood, Geralt.
You insulted me twicely.
And twicely ought to be enough.
You refuse to duel? Then I shall show you how I treat cowards.
Not good.
Behold the punishment for your foul deeds. You broke me. There's two souls.
Shit. Hard to do 3 of them, so underleveled. In a fist fight, when Geralt won't use his signs.
Long for that, freak.
Damn it.
Now you've gotten what you deserve.
Geralt's having a bad holiday.
Not done yet.
Leave him, Geralt. He's not worth it. And we've come here for an altogether different reason.
We shall meet again, mutant.
My heart swells to behold this beautiful celebration of valor and honor, and to witness you, who embody the chivalric virtues in your lives, strive for greatness. Yet, after a time of combat must come a time of peace and respite. Thus, I invite all who fought in the tourney to this feast held in your, and none other's, honor. And should any among you crave solitude, private tents await you nearby. The group melee shall take place on the morrow. Glory shall be within grasp for each and every one of you. The best among you shall have the honor to face our reigning champion, the famed Gregoire de Gourgon, victor of last year's tourney. Celebrate, make merry, revel as you will, yet be mindful of the trial that awaits you tomorrow.
Follow her. We shall meet in your tent before your last contest. You must help her.
Alright guys, I think we'll leave it there for now. So, goodbye from Sir Avex of Forhorn. We'll see you again real soon guys. Peace out and take care.